Hi there. Our education system is such in India that we've been taught to chase the next promotion, the next title, the next salary bump. But what about the things that really move us forward? Powerful opportunities, life skills, influence, leadership growth, and the ability to create change. My dear friends, I'm Dr. D, and this episode, we'll talk about negotiating for more than just money, advocating for a seat at the table, securing mentorship, and designing careers that are rich in purpose, not just pay. So, if you are ready to think bigger, ask for more, and redefine what a raise truly means, this episode is just for you. Let me bring in Sonali into my studio and let's deep dive into Beyond the Raise. Hi, Sonali.
Hello, Dr. D.
Very excited to talk about this topic, and not many people touch this topic. But raise is often misconstrued as just numbers. I would like to give some more perspective on this topic.
I agree, and we would love to have your perspective on this topic, Dr. D. I think it's necessary in today's world, especially for our generation.
Shoot.
So, let's begin with the first question, which is what are some common pitfalls people encounter when they focus solely on raises?
Focusing solely on raises can lead to short term gains but long term stagnation. While financial growth is very, very important for all of us, chasing a higher salary without investing in new skills, leadership growth, or industry knowledge can really limit our career opportunities in the long run, especially for Gen Z. Moving out from job to job just for salary bumps. And I've seen so many youngsters do that. They're just chasing, especially in IT industry, a 30%, 40%, 50% salary hike, and they feel that's really making them, in a fast track lane of progress. But it can truly hurt your reputation and your credibility and make it harder for you to build your deep expertise or leadership presence. A raise is truly meaningless if you're in a toxic work environment or in a path where there is no path for advancement. Instead of focusing on the next paycheck, I'd like you all to ask yourself, am I learning and growing? Is this positioning me for bigger opportunities? Does this align with my long term vision of who I want to become? Remember that money follows value. When you focus on building skills, credibility, and impact, financial success will automatically reach you.
Right. And can you share examples of non monetary rewards that have significantly contributed to your personal development?
Indeed. I mean, throughout my career and this experience that I've put together, I've had many, many, non monetary rewards that have added to my growth. For example, mentorship and sponsorship. Having access to leaders who believed in me, changed and challenged my thinking, and opened doors for far more valuable things than a paycheck. Their endorsement in the industry, their recommendation, their guidance accelerated my learning and career trajectory. Opportunities to lead, being trusted with high impact projects before I felt ready, pushed me to develop leadership skills, resilience, and confidence in my abilities. Another aspect of my non-monetary benefits, in my work career is constructive feedback. I think the honest and direct feedback has always made me self reflect, introspect, identify my blind spots, and then help me improve in ways that I would never have been able to invest in my own. You always need help, and there is no shame in asking for help. A strong network. I think you cannot measure that or put a number on that. Relationships built through collaboration, industry events, personal connections, they create opportunities that don't necessarily mean that you're going to have monetary benefits. And lastly, I do want to say that I have also done a lot of projects and work that aligned with purpose without any monetary gain. For example, I run my own non-profit where called Vividha, where we work for girl child and women empowerment. And that is the absolutely non-glamorous part of me. I do not flash it on social media. The ability to create, innovate, the ability to impact in meaningful ways has been greatest reward for me. It's not always about numbers. So growth isn't about financial compensation alone. I think it's about experiences, relationships, challenges that shape you, who you've become. And in the long run, I think those are the awards that truly, or rewards and awards and accolades that truly define your success.
So basically, growth is also, along with all the amazing factors that you mentioned, is that you should love what you do.
There are tangible gains and there are intangible gains. And sometimes you have to be wise enough to identify that what is it that is going to truly add to your growth rather than just the numbers. So look beyond the raise, look beyond the appraisal, look beyond the numbers. Look at the culture of the organization you're working with. Look at the leaders who have the capabilities to mentor you. And I think sometimes you really can't put a number on that. It's priceless.
Certainly, certainly. So, Dr. D, how can companies create an environment where employees feel valued beyond just their salary?
I think employees stay and thrive in organizations where they feel very, very valued as individuals, as people, not just workers, especially in your generation. Number one, I think organizations should give growth and development opportunities, investing in employee skills, leadership training, mentorship programs, and that's where consultants like me come in, shows that the company is committed to their long term growth and to investing in their human capital. Recognition and appreciation is another way how companies can create a good environment for their employees by acknowledging their contributions, both big and small. It needn't be very big sale or very big client management. They should be doing personalized appreciation awards or even seen as a simple thank you notes from the MD or the HR head that goes a long way from making employees feel seen and heard. Work life harmony, I've been talking about it, and well being. Today organizations and companies are also becoming very aware of it, that it's important. So offer flexibility, mental health support, and respect for personal time really fosters loyalty and prevents burnout. And lastly, I will stress on the organizations and companies making a very inclusive culture and sense of belonging for their employees. So when they feel safe, is when they will come out with their authentic selves. This is when they will be most efficacious, they will contribute meaningfully, they will be very motivated, and that's when the real work happens. So, at the core, feeling valued isn't just about perks or privileges that companies offer, it is also about respect. It's also about working harder from both ends. It's about growth from both ends, employees as well as companies. And I think companies should really look at this holistically.
Without a doubt, Dr. D, I think our generation believes a lot in being valued and giving value to an individual or to a team if they're in a professional environment. And also, the community factor is a lot there in the Gen Z generation.
Yeah,
So
I
I
wish that
think,
could be just added with consistency. On a lighter note, of course.
no, true, true. So, Dr. D, how can personal development contribute to a more fulfilling career beyond just seeking raises?
I think personal development you know, can be much beyond just success, which is measured in financial driven norms. And I think we need to change that mindset. The more you grow, the more opportunities you create for yourself. You learn new skills, whether leadership, communication, or industry expertise. You make your career future proof. You invest in personal growth, and that's why I call it the investment. You don't just become better at your job, you become more confident, more influential, more adaptable. And all of this development helps you align your career with what truly excites and fulfills you. So when you focus on growth, you're not just chasing raises, you're building a career that resonates with your values and ambitions. Don't get me wrong, of course, numbers and salary are important, but sometimes you also have to kind of keep in mind the other benefits that you're getting. Your network strengthens, so you have to continuously engage in learning conversations. You have to enable each other. You have to also be very very focused about observing and adapting and changing with the economic shifts in our country. And you just can't be saying that, oh, it doesn't matter what's happening in the country. So, but I think as conscientious leaders, conscientious individuals, it's important that we navigate our skills and personal growth, and it should go hand in hand. So raises are great, but fulfilling career truly is built on foundations of growth, impact, passion, and ability to learn something new.
So, as we were talking about your mentors, seniors, or your managers, in what ways can mentorship and networking provide growth opportunities that go beyond a paycheck?
Yeah, mentorship and networking, Sonali, are true career game changers. And unfortunately, sometimes people feel that, well, humko to sab aata hai, we don't need to know anything. But if you are able to defeat that attitude, and if you are able to be humble and open and modest enough to learning, then your access to a mentor kind of helps you learn something which the textbooks, none of the textbooks can really teach you. It can help you navigate challenges with insights and confidence. It can bring you opportunities that you didn't even know existed. It can help you expand your influence, because the more you engage with the right people, the more credibility grows, leading to seeking opportunities, strategic partnerships. A strong network and mentorship circle provides guidance, encouragement, and true, honest feedback, helping you grow both personally and professionally. In fact, at this stage of my career as well, I have mentors and I have people that whose advice matters to me, and I think everybody should pick and choose those right individuals and leaders that you can benefit from their knowledge, their experiences, and probably long term career acceleration. So, when you have a vision for yourself, I think that really helps you position yourself for bigger opportunities, faster growth, and a greater fulfillment.
And correct me if if I'm wrong, Dr. D, that for me personally, I think learning is from a mentor. A mentor can be anybody and anything. In fact, even nature can be a great mentor for you.
So, in my opinion, a mentor is somebody, in simple terms, could be a friend, philosopher, guide. But you can learn different things from different aspects of your life. So, while you can learn from nature, you will have to look for a mentor whose advice is valuable to you in most of the areas of your life. Because from nature, you can only learn some things. You cannot go to nature and engage in a dialogue to resolve your professional issues or show you the right path or guide you, right? So a mentor for me is somebody who can really give you very valuable advice, share their experiences. So somebody that you look up to, who you can relate with, who's seen the similar kind of experience and pathway that you are planning to grow in. So while you learn from different things, different living, non living things, well, mentorship is something that I feel is associated more to a person.
Certainly, certainly. And the last question I have for you is looking ahead, how do you see the concept of beyond the race evolving in the workspace?
The future of work is shifting, and beyond the race is becoming the new standard for career fulfillment. While financial growth remains important, employees today are seeking purpose, flexibility, and continuous development. And I think this concept is evolving very, very fast. where the employees are looking for career growth beyond the roles and responsibilities. They are not looking for just incremental salary increases. I think they're looking for a culture where it's more about work life harmony and integration, mental health, and they're looking for job scenarios where they have roles and responsibilities which are purpose driven, not just about numbers driven or minting profits for the company. They're also looking for, I think, recognition and growth beyond promotions. They're looking for personal branding, which can be aided by the companies and organizations, mentorship, learning programs, ownership, and drivers of engagement and retention. They're looking for ways how organizations and companies can help them build their influence, whether it is thought leadership or whether it is their branding or whether it is networking. So, the modern workplace, in my opinion, is about fulfillment, not just about financial reward. And I know Gen Z thinks like this. So, organizations that embrace this shift will attract and retain top talent. And individuals who invest in their growth, purpose, and influence will create a lasting success far beyond the raise or far beyond the paycheck.
Dr. D, what a thought provoking conversation we've had today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sonali. I really hope that everyone in your generation and Gen Alpha and Gen Beta eventually also understand the importance of beyond the race and don't just get stuck in numbers and value mentorship and guidance, which sometimes is priceless. So, wishing you the best and hope to see you soon again at the Tea Show.
Thank you so much, Dr. D. Today, we challenged the idea that career growth is not only about salary increase, and it's about exploring the deeper, more meaningful ways to build a fulfilling professional journey. From mentorship and networking to personal development and workspace culture, we've seen how true success comes from feeling valued, continuously learning, and seizing opportunities beyond just a paycheck. As the workplace evolves, so does the definition of success. To our listeners, focus on building skills, relationships, and experiences that truly elevate your career. Keep striving for success that goes beyond the numbers. And don't forget to subscribe to the D Show.